Hello everyone, Specter here and welcome to Star Citizen. Today is the 2954 Invictus launch week, day 1. So today they are showing the ships from RSI, Argo, Origin and Outland. Before further ado, let's get to it. So in the middle of this showroom you can see there's a very big ship in here, which is the legendary RSI Polaris. Well, at the beginning, when they released the trailer of this Invictus, I thought that, well, it should be quite surprising because I thought that, well, they should work on the Perseus first before they making this Polaris. But it turns out it's quite reasonable right now because this ship is not. I mean, it's just a model. You can't like enter the ship at all, so that's why they put a big ship in here instead of making a small one. So it's a Corvette class military vessel and it can launch up to 28 size 10 torpedoes, which is not available in the game right now. And this thing is really massive, to be honest, comparing to, you can see it at the side of it. These are the Constellations series of ships, and you can see this Polaris. Sorry. And from here you can't see it, but on top of here, right here, actually it's a hangar that can house a small size vessel or medium size fighters if you are skillful enough to fit inside. And you can see there are 4 guns mounted in here, which is quite powerful. It's a remote turret after all here, protecting the rear of the ship. So it's quite sad that no one can enter the ship right now, but still, we can see in here, it means that CIG start to work on something. I mean, at least it shows that CIG is working on something. So this ship's supposed to be, well, according to the color and also with, let's see here. Okay, yes, it's a Phoenix. Oh, of course, there's a sign here, but yeah. The way that you can define whether it's a Phoenix or not, or the other constellation, would be from the side of the ship. We can see those glasses. It means that it should be a Phoenix, because only Phoenix got these kind of glasses due to the interior design. Okay, so there's a turret in here. You can see it. It's being deployed already. Someone is sitting inside, maybe, or maybe not. Anyway. So there's an elevator in here. Okay, so these beds is doubled as like escape pods in the future, but right now it's not workable. I mean, it's not working. You can see the interior of the bridge of the Constellation ship, and over there is like the interior of the ship. You can see some bedrooms in here, a lot of beds. I think that they are currently, or at least they will, rework on the interior of this Phoenix, because many things are not necessary, I think. But anyway, yeah, at least please give us back this bathtub. It should be better. At least, ouch! Oh, never mind. Ooh, so close. Yes, this one is like entry point for you to access to the cargo area of the ship from the interior. Yeah, luckily that we got these kind of rare, I mean, this plate in here. If not, I would just like fall all the way down. Alright, so let's climb up. Where's the climb thing? Nope. Well, anyway, let me call up this elevator first. Oh yeah, there's an elevator. I forgot about it entirely. Yep. So normally it should be like the elevator thing in here being closed, and so that you can't see it. All right. And you got some ship's components in here, and also the access to the like at the back of the ship. You can see there's a I think that is Archimedes. Yeah. So you can enter the ship via here. Should be. Not working. But anyway, yeah. So this is Starfighter. Yeah. Alright, let's move on. Okay, at the back of that Phoenix, you can see this, I think that is the, let's see. You got these, I think that is a Andromeda. Yeah, it's a combat variant of the Constellation ship. Oh, there's a sign here. Yep, it is a Andromeda. So it's a combat variant, as I said. Why I know it? Because you can see it at the side. You can see these kind of wings there. Maybe you can't see it right now, but later on I will show it to you. Anyway, yes, you got these kind of pointy head as well. From the front you can't really tell, but at the side you can tell whether it's a Andromeda or the Taurus. But anyway, of course, at the back of the ship you can see there's a Starfighter ship bay. It also be a kind of proof that this is Andromeda instead of the Taurus. But anyway, yeah, as same as the Phoenix, you can access to the ship from here, the elevator. The design would be very similar, but just simply for the cargo area would be different. So bridge over there and the crew quarter, and this is the cargo area, and you can see some missiles in here. The same thing at the back of the ship, you can access to the Starfighter, which is a Merlin in here this time, not the Archimedes, because Archimedes is the upgraded version of the Merlin, personally I think. Alright, so what I mean is here. Alright, so you can see these kind of things, right? So this rail actually is the one that I'm talking about. If you have this, it means that, well, it's a Andromeda instead of a Taurus, because Taurus doesn't have this rail at all. So let's move on to the other ship. Okay, this is the third Constellation ship in here, which is a Taurus. So basically, yep, it's so similar to the Andromeda, but it's a little bit longer, and there's no without the rail over there. You can see in the middle, and also at the back you can't see the Starfighter. Yep. So if you want to identify these ships, it should be quite easy. Yep. Can you see? No Starfighter at all. So basically, the interior would be the same, except the Taurus itself is a cargo variant of the Constellations. You got more cargo capacity comparing to the Andromeda, the Phoenix, as well as the Aquila, which I will introduce later. And also, you got some hidden cargo area as well, which is the original place for the Starfighters. But currently, I think that that area is still very buggy. Don't put things inside, if not, you will fly out of the ship. So let's let you guys to take a look at the interior a little bit, very quick. So basically the same, the bridge is over there, the design will be the same as well. The interior of the cargo bay would be the same as the Andromeda. Basically no surprising things happening, just a cargo area would be a little bit bigger because it's a longer ship after all. At the back, you can see we can see this cargo area, which is shielded, which is very good for smugglers. But don't put things inside of it yet, because it still fly through it for some reasons. All right, so let's move on to the other ship. by the way, you can see there's no rail in here, which is what I mean. But if you want to like identify whether it's a Andromeda or Taurus, you can see there's no rail at the side of the ship. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so you can see there's a large ship of the Constellation series. Sorry about the lagging. Okay, so this is Aquila. Many people said with the different names of it, but anyway, Aquila for me. It's an expedition type of constellation ships. The way to identify whether it's Aquila or not is the roundish cockpit or bridge in here, the glass in here. This is the only way for, I mean, yeah, it's a very clear way to identify this is a Aquila. So basically, the interior would be the same as the Andromeda, the Taurus, something like that. But yeah, at the back of the ship, you can see there's a kind of Merlin in here as well, the Kruger Merlin. So basically, it's similar to the Andromeda if you talk about the interior of it. But there are some differences between the Andromeda and also the Aquila. Is that the equipment of the ship. The top of this ship is the turret on top of the ship. It's a radar or detector or something like that instead of guns. So basically it's shows some differences between the Andromeda as well, between the Andromeda and the Aquila. Alright, so let's move on to the other sector of the showroom. Alright, so in the other showroom you can see there's a RSI Scorpius in here, which is a heavy fighter, 2-seaters. It's the X-Wing in Star Citizen. When the wings are deployed, you will know what I mean. These are gimbal size 2 laser repeaters at the back. You can change them into fixed size 3s if you want it. Normally you can access to some components from here, but for some reasons I can't right now. Maybe they changed the interface or something like that. Not so sure. But anyway, you're supposed to be able to access to those components from here. And you can see some missiles in here as well, and some ship's components from here. But nothing I can do with the components for some reasons. Oh, yep, in here. There you go. So you can put some guns in here. Those are gun racks. So normally you can't really put your guns like at the back of your, at the back of your character. So you're supposed to store your guns in here in the future. So basically, yeah, it means that I just face a different way so that the buttons are not interacting. But anyway, let's access to the ship. Let's try from here. So let's see. Let's go for the pilot seat in here. They really changed a lot of interface things in here, so I got a hard time to interact with the ship and components and other buttons. But anyway, this is a pilot seat of this Scorpius. You can see this cockpit is quite good. It's kind of improvements for me because comparing to the other fighters, you got a very big panel that is not transparent to obstruct your view. But for this Scorpius, you can see two tiny panels in here, and both of them are transparent, which is very good for the fighter. So you have 16 size 2 missiles. Yep. Which is quite powerful. Alright, so there's another way to enter the ship is via the gunner seat here. To be honest, you really need to be careful when you press it. If not, well, you will have a hard time to enter and exit your ship because you may go to a different position. of the ship. So this is the gunner's seat. You can control the remote turret from here. So this is a remote turret in here. You're supposed to be able to move it from here to the back of the ship. Based on the rail, I mean. Sorry about the lagging. Alright, so let's move on to the other ship.
All of these vehicles you see on display are this year's additions to the fleet. With the expanding nature of operations throughout the systems, have a look to see how
So, at the side of this ship would be the Scorpius Antares. Is it Antares? Yeah, Antares. So you can see, well, actually, it's similar to the Scorpius without the turret, but in replacement, it would be a kind of interdiction device at the back of the ship, which is controlled by the gunner officer, which is no longer a gunner at all. But basically, the interior would be similar to what you see inside of the Scorpius over there. Alright, so let's move on. And in the middle of this showroom, you can see three rovers. So this is the Ursa Rover, which is the... I mean, if you are in a prison, you will know this thing very well. Because usually you will use this ship, use this vehicle to escape from the prison. If you're lucky enough, of course. You can hold up to 4 people in here, and also some cargo in here as well. You can see some grids in here, you can fit some cargo boxes in here. Containers. And you've got some gun racks in here. And, yep, the driver's seat, and also the passenger seat for some reasons. But I think that, yep, basically you can't really do anything in here except like, yeah, actually you can by controlling this remote turret, which is quite awesome. But basically, to be honest, please, if you are not... What happened? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, also sudden like this. What happened? Wow. Okay, never mind. So basically, if you really want this ship, this vehicle, please do not consider to buy it with real cash, or at least, you shouldn't, if you are not for CCU or something like that, because it's quite cheap in the game. So please do not. Wow, from 1 become 2. What happened in here? Wow, that thing is disappeared. What happened? My god. Well, never mind. It's so scary. Well, what happened to this server? People are quite crazy in here. Anyway, yeah, in the middle you can see the new vehicle of the game for this week, for this year, which is a Medivac, Ursa Rover Medivac, or people would say it's a Nursa. I don't mind if you say it in that way, but anyway, yep, it's so scary in here for some reasons. Anyway, it's similar to the Ursa Rover, but interior-wise, it would be similar to what you can see on that what is it called? The Pisces, sorry. Yep. there's a Pisces C8R. That's a medical version of the Pisces. The interior will actually be similar to it because the seat in here, the panels in here, and there's a bed in here as well. Let me lie down here for a very quick moment here to heal my injury. Yep, good, excellent. Anyway, but compared to the C8R, I think that you got more things in here. At least you got these kind of racks in here for medical guns, and also with these kind of interior thing, which is very fun to use. I think you got some lockers in here as well. And I think that you can really treat it as like a kind of spawn point if you really want it for some reasons. I don't know why, but anyway. Yep. But, yep. The cockpit in here, you got the driver seat over here, as well as the passenger seat on your right. So, as same as the Ursa Rover, this one you can access to the remote gun, remote turret in here to defend the ship and also your patients at the back of the ship. And these are size 1s, by the way. Basically, yeah, at the side of this ship is the Lynx, Lynx Rover, which is a luxurious type of RSI rovers in here. From here, you can enter the ship instead of the ramp at the back, which is none because, well, you're supposed to have these 2 seats in here. Luxurious seats in here, which is very, very fun if, well, things didn't go sideways, of course. You're supposed to have some drinks in here, but for some reasons I can't see it, or I would say here. Someone took it, probably. You can see some gun racks in here before, well, after you drink some champagne or red wine or something like that, you can start to shoot outside of the ship or this vehicle. So, as same as the rovers, the Ursa Rovers, as well as the Medivac over there, you can access to the remote turret in here, which is a laser cannon this time. Still size 1 though. Alright, so let's move on.
Capitalizing on a relationship that's been cemented over centuries, Robert Space Industries has been...
At the side of this is the Mantis. You can see someone is inside already and forgot to switch on the headlight. Anyway, this is an interdiction ship. It's a very light ship as well. You're supposed to drag some hostile ship or target a ship out of quantum travel and start to, you know, loot them or whatever you want to do with them. You can see there's a weak armament in here, size 1s, I think. Yup, those are laser cannons. And the only way to access the ship is via this elevator, which is quite odd because you can press a button over there, which is not down here. It's quite dark in here. There's a toilet in here. It's an old-style toilet for some reasons, and you should have a like a bed in here. Yep. And you got some like kitchen area in here, I believe. I forgot already, but anyway. So this one is the... I'm kneeling for some reasons. So there's a pilot seat over here.
For those with loved ones setting off today to begin their life in the Navy, stop by our friends and family.
Yeah, can't access to it for some reasons.
What we have to look forward to.
Anyway, yup. I think this ship is quite easy to control, to be honest. Which is why when the time I made this, made the like transporting delivery mission like video, I use this ship instead of the others. And the side of it probably would be the Aurora LN. It's LN? Yep, LN. So it's a military type of Aurora. You've got more gunneries in here at the beginning. Of course, the other Aurora is supposed to be able to do that as well, but this one is in default, so you have 4 guns in default instead of 2. And you got some missiles up there. Same as the other Auroras, is actually entered from here. And for some reasons I can't interact with it. But anyway, inside of it would be quite like the path is narrow and also is very, I mean, it's quite hard to move around inside the ship, but you have a tiny bed over there as well. You can lock out and lock back in, so that's why people think that the Aurora would be a little bit better than the Mustang if you talk about the functional use. Anyway, let's move on to the other showroom. Okay, in this showroom you can see there is a Origin 125A, which is a 100 series ships for the Origin. Well, Origin is a luxury ships manufacturer, so their ship is like looks so, you know, luxurious kind of. And here is the only way for you to enter the ship, and you have some cargo area in here. You can fit up to 2 SU worth of cargo in here, or hiding a few person in here, a few people in here. And there's a pilot seat. So there are 2 size 3 weapons in here, as well as 6 size 2 missiles for the ship. But still, as a fighter, it's not a very ideal ship, for me at least, because, well, it's just like a sports car or Rolls Royce with guns on it. And right next to it would be the 325A, the Origin ship. And you got some cargo area at the back of here. And fit like 2 SU in here, probably.
For centuries, Invictus has been
Let's see.
friends and
Nope,
family
can't.
to come together and celebrate the pillars of duty, service, and
Oh, never
civic
mind. Anyway, so the way to enter the ship is via here, the ladder. So compared to the 125A, the bed is better. You got gun racks in here, cups in here, kitchen area in here, as well as a toilet in here, which might be crucial in the future in Star Citizen. I'm not so sure why it's not opening, but anyway, the pilot seat is here. So 2 size 3s and 1 size 4 guns in here. The nose mounted would be size 4. Missile wise, let's see, I forgot how many missiles are there, but anyway, here should be 4 or 6, I forgot.
The UE Navy has always tried to stay at the forefront of innovation.
But basically, the Origin ship will not be a ideal fighter for me. Usually I will use it as transport only. Right, so in the middle of that of this showroom, you can see the Argo ships, the MPUVs. So this one probably will be the personnel, which is the MPUV with like the personnel part in here, or escape part in here. You can put a lot of people in here, probably like 8 people at the back. And the way to enter the ship is via here. So basically all the MPUV will be like this. Remember, this ship is, well, basically without any kind of quantum drives, so just be aware. Do not just simply try to buy the ship because of fun or something like that. It costs quite a bit, and also it's worth nothing right now at least. And if you don't have the other ships, like with a quantum drives, then basically you can't carry it. So yeah. Right, so in the middle is a new ship, which is, I'm not so sure what's the name of it, but with tractor beams. 1T1P, I'm not so sure what does it mean, but anyway. Yeah, the tractor. Oh. So you got some big tractor, ship-mounted tractor beams in here. One is at the front and one is at the back, I believe. Yep, in here. Which, well, just imagine if, like, maybe in the future I will make a video. I mean, I'm making the video of it, but anyway, not this ship, but basically it's about the other ships. And this one will be included, which is quite good. And this one is the Argo cargo. Again, but this one here, you can fit 2 SCU worth of cargo in here, and also a person in here as well, at the back. So to be honest, these things are supposed to be swappable, just like this MPUV tractor in here. You can see this one, you've got something in here, right? So basically all 3 of them supposed to be looks like this, without a ship-mounted tractor beam, of course. And you can hold different kind of things, but for now, since modular is not a thing, so well, we can't really swap it out and in, something like that. So in the middle, I think that this one is the SRV. It's a tractor beam ship. It's like a towing ship. The way to enter the ship is via here, which it seems like the elevator is fixed. So you've got a living quarter in here. Usually only 1 person is required in here, so that's why the living quarter is not that, you know, big. And you've got some gun racks in here as well as some places for you to put your armor or undersuit. You've got a bathroom in here. At the front would be the cockpit. So basically, it's a very simple ship. But it's quite important in the future because if your ship got some problems, you may need to call the SRV for help.
Systems activating. Systems
Let's see, I remember it's about... Is it here? No. I forgot where I should press, but anyway, it's supposed to be able to like control the tractor beam from here. Maybe. I forgot already, but because I haven't played this game for a long time, so that's why. Yep. And also for me, the elevator is quite hard to, you know, like,
The UEE Navy small but elite group of vehicle operators
to use, let's say.
Operations. But for their combat search and rescue training, they are some of the few non-marine
Which one is the one?
invited to train in hostile environments.
Close, close. I think it's this one here. Is it? Nope. How about that one? Well, to be honest, this thing's is quite hard for me to use. I'm not so sure how I should press, what kind of thing I should press in order to get out of here. But yeah, see you around when I get out, and we'll continue. Oh, it just worked. Excellent. Anyway, let's move on then, if it works. Okay, so you can see the Outland ship usually should be Delta, which is a combat variant of the Mustangs. So basically, you've got a very unique armament for the Mustang, which is a rocket pod in here. But for some reasons, different patches got different kind of impact of it. So usually, by the time I try this ship, those patches will not make these rocket pods work. So I'm not so sure how does it look like when people are using it. Anyway, we've got 4 guns in here. You've got a nose-mounted turret in here, and the way to enter the ship is by here. Very simple.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All
Right.
systems
So
operational.
so as same as the other Mustangs, your view is very, very good. So there's no doubt that this is one of the good fighter that you can use at the early stage of your gameplay, probably in the future. And to be honest, when the time I use it, it's quite easy to control as well. So yeah. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, in this showroom you can see there's a Zeus in here. RSI Zeus. This is a Mark II, by the way. The original Zeus is like that's first kind of ship with quantum drives. But this is a Mark II, which is a kind of altered variant of it. The so this is like what the MR, which is an interdiction. Wow. Yeah. So well, since it's Invictus after all, so usually will be including those combat ships, interdictions. So well, but anyway, this ship is not flyable yet and still in concept. So I'm not so sure how does it perform or looks like. In the middle would be the Perseus. You got a size 7 twin mount turret on top and also at the belly of it. With heavy armor, of course, but make no mistake, this ship is not very good for fighting against fighters. So just be aware, because you don't have so many armaments to like defend yourself from fighters. Of course, you can say like, well, fighters only. It can't penetrate your armor. It depends on like what kind of fighters is shooting at you. If you talk about like a certain amount of, you know, the Ares and stuff shooting at this Perseus, probably the Perseus will not be able to hold it for that long, and those armaments will not be able to fend off those Ares, to be honest. So in here you can see the Origin, I forgot what this. G12. I think that is the anti-air. Is it anti-air? Oh no, it's just simply combat. But anyway, this thing, the G12 series, is not flyable, so-called, yet. So doesn't know. I mean, we don't know how does it perform. It's just like for now you can use different kind of ground vehicles for combat, like the Cyclones, which is similar to this G12, I think. Yeah, so this is a luxurious type of combat vessels, just like the Origin ships, because it's Origin after all. Yeah, so maybe you can see a very good interior of it, and you can enjoy combat with some luxurious interior of this vehicle. Alright, so basically that's it for today's video about the day 1 of the 2953 Invictus. I hope you enjoy, and I shall see you guys next time then. Bye bye.